Hello. All my current base designs require the use of floor stacking in order to build them. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of this exploit and show you the two best methods I use when building my bases. When first building your base, placing two triangles at different heights like this will allow us to have two ceilings instead of just the one. In turn, this will increase the cost of raiding through the roof, which is usually a weak spot of any base design. For the first method, build two square foundations at around this height, put a ramp on the second one. Next, place a small box in this location just above the bent twig on the ramp. Then, place your character right up against the box, turn and crouch. When placing the triangle foundations, it is vital that you do not move your mouse during this process. If you do, the foundations won't align correctly. To ensure your cursor stays in the same place, you can either lift up your mouse from the mousepad or push it down firmly against the pad. Another tip I can give you is to pay attention to the coordinates on the compass at the top of the screen to make sure you don't turn. So, lift the mouse, click to place the first foundation, and then move down the ramp using the D key on your keyboard. When the foundation turns blue, use the A key to go left and lock it into place with the first foundation. Do not use W or S during this process, as this will cause the foundations to misalign. Click to place, then you can relax and put down your mouse. To check that our triangle foundations are aligned correctly, we can build two walls and the ceilings. If there is no gap between the walls and the ceilings stack okay, then move around the back of the foundations and build two more walls here. If either of the walls turn red and are unplaceable, you will need to start again. For the second method, we won't be needing the ramp or the small box to perform the stack. Instead, we're going to select the triangle foundation, again taking note of our coordinates on the compass, lift the mouse off the mousepad, tap crouch, and then click to place the foundation mid-crouch. After that, stand up and use the A and D keys only to move and lock it into place with the first foundation. Only after the second foundation is placed can you move the mouse again. To ensure that our foundations are aligned, again, we can place these walls and floors. When you are happy with the placement of the two triangle foundations, you can now use one triangle for the core and the other to build the honeycomb. It is important to note that stacked foundations cannot join together, so when honeycombing, you must leave gaps around the core like so. If you are using the base as a starter and do not have the resources to build the honeycomb yet, remember to link the foundations with a wall to prevent decay. It is possible to build the core using the lower or the higher foundation. Each have their own advantages and disadvantages. If you decide to build the core using the lower foundation, it is easier to disguise the base in such a way that raiders will not know it is floor stacked. However, it can be more confusing to expand, as some walls will need to be placed before others. Also, if you get raided, you cannot replace the doors unless you have built honeycomb between the floors. If you choose to build the other way, using a higher foundation to build the core, then it will be more difficult to disguise the floor stacking. On the other hand, it is simpler to expand the base, and you will be able to replace doors if raided without the need for honeycomb. Remember to place your locks while the doors are still closed, as you won't be able to do it if they're open. This is because the only way to open or close the door is by pressing E on the lock. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of these tutorials, subscribe. You can also join my Discord if you need help building. Cheers.